Top 5 forbidden colors. Number 5, mummy brown. Around the 16th century, a weird but new shade of brown paint started emerging in the European art known as mummy brown. You might have thought that this is just a cool name, but it's literally made up of crushed ancient mummies. During the 19th century, a new plant was created which is known as Egyptomania, which at the time was very popular in different parts of the world. People started using mummies as decoration, party games, and even medicine. Around 1964, the creator of the paint came out and said that he ran out of mummies and would not be able to produce this interesting shade of brown anymore. Number 4, Vermilion. Vermilion is unique because it gets its red-orange hue because it uses mercury, which is a substance that can be very dangerous to humans. Vermilion has been used for up to 8,000 years. A long time ago, prisoners used to have the dangerous task of mining vermilion, which is formerly known as cinnabar in Spanish mines. Eventually, people realized cinnabar was toxic, so cadmium red took its place. Number 3, Shieldscreen. In the 1800s, a German color maker named Carl William Scheele made a shade of green that was so bright that it became very popular in the fashion industry. Soon, Scheele's green is spread among British dresses, carpeting, wallpaper, and even artificial plants. Sadly, this new dye was made with copper arsenite, which composes the dangerous element known as arsenite. People who worked in the factory suffered from organ failure. Even knowing the consequences of Scheele's green, it remained popular until 1895. Number 2, Uranium Orange. During 1936, the Feastaware Ceramics Company invented a bright new line of dinnerware. It was a bold orange color known as Fiesta Red. These dishes started to spread quickly across America from 1943 to 1959. The production of these orange dinnerware was paused because uranium was banned from the public to save it for war. When the industry started back up, they used a different uranium known as depleted uranium, which was slightly radioactive, but the line of dinnerware stopped in production in 1972. Number 1, Gumbos Yellow. Around the 1600s, the British East India Company showed a bright yellow from Asia. This paint was collected as sap from bamboo shoots for decades, and then it was turned into a powder so you could paint with it. The sap by itself was very poisonous, but it became very unpopular because the paint faded away so fast, and it was very hard to see after long periods of time. Around the 1800s, doctors realized that the paint caused irritation in the skin and could be very deadly. It was soon found out that the paint had been collected from killing fields of the Khmer Rouge. Eventually, the British East India Company decided to make a non-deadly version called New Gambush.